One of the handful of gaming franchises that everyone from womb to walking sticks knows, Mortal Kombat has also dipped its toes into the world of film before to middling responses, shall we say. I mean, yes, the first Mortal Kombat is BDF, which is big dumb fun, but Annihilation? Yeesh. Still, the series' occasionally quirky gorehound meets superheroes aesthetic largely meant the games just thundered forward anyway. The only other notable work was the brilliant 2011 proof of concept called Mortal Kombat Rebirth, where Jax was a hard-edged cop, Scorpion was some undercover criminal guy, and Reptile was a maniac who kept his victims' heads in a fridge. But outside of this leading to the middling Mortal Kombat Legacy TV series, all things live-action Mortal Kombat have been left by the wayside. Or have they? I'm Scott from WhatCulture.com, and after doing a little digging, I found word of an in-production Mortal Kombat movie with a few key twists on the standard lore. In the works for at least 2 years, this Mortal Kombat would center on a new lead character called Cole Turner. They're described as a struggling and widowed boxer who cares more about his young daughter than anything, and that they're incredibly determined. By having a new protagonist, it assumedly means we'll get an audience's point of view look at everything from the Mortal Kombat tournament itself to just what it's like hanging around with Johnny Cage or Kano. Another tidbit is that the version of Raiden featured here is 14 years old, potentially molding some young actor or the character overall into a figure that people would want to see across a number of sequels. As for the rest of the cast, we've got Kano, Sonya, Liu Kang, Shang Tsung, Draman, Nitara, and Rico? You might have realized that there's no Scorpion or Sub-Zero, and there'll be a little more on them later, but suffice it to say the latter three feel very random, likely thrown in to represent some deep cut for the fans. Let's be honest though, not even the most diehard Edema fan is psyched about seeing the glorified farting corpse that is Draman on the big screen. Sadly, this is also where things get messy. See, the reason you've heard jack about the project is that Warner Brothers have failed to get it off the ground multiple times. Outside of the hashtag show's initial write-up, the latest update came from scriptwriter Greg Russo, who tweeted that, quote-unquote, nothing is happening. He did add that the aforementioned cast was no longer accurate and intoned that Scorpion and Sub-Zero may still appear. Russo also reassured fans that an insane amount of love and care has already gone into the project, proving his geek cred by saying that he mains as Katana and he was a local down the arcade. At time of recording, all we know is that Saw and The Conjuring's James Wan is on producer duties, giving hope to some gore-tastic thrills, and that Simon McQuoid is directing. The latter cut his teeth on video game adverts too, so at least he has some familiarity with the medium. All that said though, what would you like to see from a modern Mortal Kombat movie? Does it have to be R-rated, and would you back a version with an all-new protagonist? Let me know down in the comments below. I've been Scott from WhatCulture.com, and I'll catch you soon.